Hey there fellows, Buddy Spike here. So I am in IF conditions, and what I'm going to show you today is doing an ILS approach to runway 16. And I have a bit of, well, I'm instrument rated, and I thought I would give you an idea of how instrument approach is done. But beware, don't use this as instructional information for your upcoming training or anything related. Without further ado, enjoy the video fellas. So it's raining cats and dogs outside, and what I'm gonna do is fly above the clouds and then give you guys an idea of how we execute an ILS approach. I'm gonna share a random ILS approach plate on the screen every once in a while to give you an idea of how it looks like and how we follow it. So the first thing we do is we look at the minimum sector altitude, and we make sure that when we're approaching the initial approach fix, we are at a safe altitude. Depending on the direction we are coming from, we follow the altitude and make sure we're not below our minimum safe altitude. So what I'm going to do is approach the initial approach fix at about let's say 4,000 feet. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to go to the airfield that I need to go. This is, okay, I don't remember the name exactly. I think this is Danborough Airspace. I'm going to go to the info section and select runway 16. So 16 is going to be from here. So 16 ILS frequency is 102.4. So I'm going to press ILS here, 102.4. You don't need to put the decimal, just accepts that. As soon as you do that, then you get the correct information here. We're 7 miles from the airbase, and this is, I think this is our heading. Wait a second. This is, I think, the final approach course. Yes, this is the final approach course. So I want to approach the ILS at about around 10 to 11 nautical miles. So, and I'm at 22,000 feet. So I'm just gonna idle throttle, use some air brakes, and start descent and approach at 3,000 feet. I don't want to approach it from too high, otherwise I will intercept the signals that are, okay, I don't know what's the right name for it. I'm gonna have it up on the screen. Alright, I'm descending. I'm at 10,000 feet and going to descend to about 5,000 feet in a minute. I have already the needle is live, so I'm going to turn into the approach course and try not to overshoot and try to maintain and intercept the course 158. And I'm gonna have to descend quite fast, otherwise I'm too high. According to this yellow needle, I can see I'm too high. Also, I'm at 8,000 feet. You don't intercept the ILS glide slope at 8,000 feet. You want to intercept it about 3,000-4,000 feet, depending on what the approach plate says. All right, so I have intercepted the localizer. The needle is almost center. I'm gonna adjust it. I'm gonna keep adjusting it until I see the runway. My speed is 138 knots at the moment. I'm going to release the air brakes, get the speed a little bit up, and I'm going to set the speed for autopilot. I'm going to set approach speed at 140 knots, enter. Now the speed will be maintained at 140 knots. I know that at 140 knots, if you maintain about 750 feet per minute, you will maintain 3-degree glide slope. So at 140 knots, you need to be about 750 feet per minute rate of descent. Okay, so now I will try. Now you see the glide slope needle is live, and as soon as it's center, I'm going to reduce the rate of descent to about 700 feet per minute. So right now you see the needle is to the left, that's why I'm adjusting to the left. I'm going to roll out here. Now I'll try to maintain visual only over here. Okay, I almost overshot the glide slope while I was talking. I'm going to reduce the rate of descent. Actually, I'm going to level off. And as I'm leveling off, the auto throttle is taking care of the speed. There's no shame in using autopilot. Most of the airlines just use autopilot till the minimums. So all I got to do is maintain the criteria in the HSI Alright, I'm gonna intercept at about not that vigorously, you know, maybe like 3-4 degrees, so that it starts to center nice and easy. I don't want to overshoot it again. So I'm descending at about 240 feet per minute, and as you can see, it has centered. Now as soon as it is centered, I can increase the descent rate to about 700 to 800 feet per minute, and then the glass hole will remain in the center. Alright, looking good. We are 4 miles from the runway. Alright. Just a little adjustment to the left, and now we're below the glide slope, because 1,600, you see, like just like that, you slip and everything goes out of the limits.
Landing gear.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Gears down. Flaps too. Alright, I'm above glide slope. I'm below the glide slope. Gonna level off to get it centered. At least I'm centered with the runway. So I'm gonna maintain heading. 158 is the approach course. So if I'm maintaining 158 while this is center, I should be good. Alright, I'm below the glide slope. Just gonna have to adjust the altitude. As soon as you get closer, everything starts to get more and more sensitive. I am 1,000 feet ESL. I need to know AGL. There's a way to know the AGL as well. Crap. I'm a bit low. Okay, going visual at this point. Okay, I'm actually a bit too low. So technically I should... You know what? According to HSI, I'm not more than half scale deflection, so I'll still go for it. Alright. So once you go visual, you just follow what's in front of you, you know. And we are about less than 50 feet. Throttle idle. Touchdown. Okay, whoa. Alright, so this was far from perfect, but just to give an idea, this is how it goes. I even forgot the landing gear and flaps. This is something you're not supposed to do. You're supposed to do all your checks while you're descending. But when you have two pilots, one pilot does the checks, one pilot does the flying. So this is how the responsibilities are distributed. Alright guys, this was a very basic idea of how you execute an ILS approach. There were a lot of things missing, but this was just to give you a basic idea. So I hope you enjoyed this video. The next video is going to be a situation where you would need to actually jettison fuel. So keep an eye on my channel as always. Thanks for watching guys. I'll see you in the next one. Buddy Spike out.